How's it going, guys? Thanks for tuning in to another Stuff in Us video. Today I'm going to be showing you this 1/10 scale Scion XB drift car. I've been looking for a Scion XB remote control car basically since we got our first XB, and I have not been able to find one. These things are super hard to find. So when I saw this pop up on Facebook Marketplace, I had to have it. As far as these cars go, this is more of a high-end RC car. Personally, I don't have any experience with these high-end RC cars, so I don't really know too much about them. So this is not really going to be a technical video, more of a just really cool, let me show you my new toy kind of video. As far as my experience goes, I've owned RC cars in the past, but they're just the kind you buy in a box from like Toys R Us or a regular toy store, nothing crazy. Because I don't know much about this vehicle, we decided to go to a local hobby store here in Las Vegas. The place is called Hobbies, and it's over here on North Rancho. So I took the vehicle in there so they could check it out and kind of give me a little bit of insight on this particular car. Now, one of the things the guy told me is this shell, this is just a little plastic shell that goes on the car. These, he said, are super rare. One, because it's just old, and two, he said not a lot of people were buying Scion XB stuff. So when he saw it, he was like, wow, that's really old. They don't make that anymore. Now, the cool thing is this is just on here with magnets. All right, so let me take this off real quick. And as you can see, the shell comes off just like that. That's the underside of the shell there. So as you can see, this is the heart of the drift car. Now, as some of you guys who are maybe really into RCs may be like, well, that's whatever. And that, you know, you definitely know more than I do. When I showed the guy at the hobby store this, he said, wow, I haven't seen one of those in a long time. And apparently a lot of these parts are really old, so they don't make a lot of these parts anymore. But what he did say is that this is a really high-end RC car. He told me with all the parts on here, it's probably about a $600 setup. Again, I don't know much about it. Would I spend $600 on one of these builds? Maybe, maybe not. But this is really nice. Everything is professional grade from what I can see. As far as the suspension, like check out this suspension here. Like, look at that. It's like a real car. See how the springs go up? Like, that's super cool. Same with the back end over here. Like, look at these suspension. It's like a real vehicle. Now, when I got the car, it had 4 matching wheels, and I went out to the street, was farting around with it a little bit, and ended up breaking one of the wheels. The spokes just broke. So how to get a replacement wheel, which is why this wheel is different from the rest of them. It's a pretty deep rabbit hole, guys, when it comes to RC cars. I didn't really know how deep the rabbit hole went, but we went to Friendly Hobbies, and they have a whole like setup there. They have an off-road course, they have a street course, they have a course in their parking lot where you can actually go and race the cars. And once you do decide to get into it, all of these parts are all customizable. So for instance, you start with this base here, which I believe is carbon fiber base, and then you start to build out all your components as far as your suspension, as far as your engine goes, and stuff like that. Just a regular rechargeable battery in here that you can recharge. I got the charger for that. Package actually came with a few extra parts, but like I said, this is the heart of the vehicle here. The other thing that came with it is this really cool remote control. Again, I don't know much about these remote controls. Model number FS-GT3C. Again, I don't know if this is a really good remote or, you know, what the quality is on this, but this is what came with it. And yeah, this is what we got so far. And then the last thing I want to show you guys is just the shell. And like I said, they have a bunch of these plastic shells. A lot of them are newer models like Broncos, F-150, stuff like that. A lot of like more of like off-road rally truck type of shells, but this is just a plastic shell here. And you can see that the way that these are painted is they're painted from the inside out. So that the paint is actually not on the outside, the paint is actually on the inside. Now, when you buy these trucks from the videos that I've seen so far, they come with masking kits so you can mask off parts like the windows here. And then pretty much what you do is you just take a spray can and you spray down the inside of the car to paint that and, you know, get it to look how it does right here. I've already had a few people online that are like, hey man, you should paint it a different color so it matches one of your XB. So we may do that, but I also don't want to ruin the shell. So more than likely, we're probably just going to leave it the way it is right here. And again, this is the way I got it directly from the seller. So now the time you've all been waiting for. What the heck does it look like when it's on? So what we have here is the battery here. We just got this resoldered. Again, shout out to Friendly Hobbies. They took real good care of us over there and got this done for us. So we're gonna attach this just like this. All right, red to red, black to black. Okay, that goes in like that. There's a power button right here. See the little fan kick on. All right, and then this shell, like I said, there's magnets in here and they stick onto these 4 posts here, which is, it's really cool the way this goes on, just kind of snaps into place, just like that. All right, we have our remote here. I'll power this on. All right, put our antennae up. All right, and now we have power. So see, we can turn our wheels. All right, we can go forward, go slow here. And you can see what that looks like. The whole point of this thing is it's a drift car. So I'm gonna show you guys what that looks like. So I'll give it a little bit of gas, turn the wheel, and then we'll hit it. And it's actually pretty fast. I'm gonna go full speed straight ahead. Now the tires on here, they're not very grippy, all right, because the car is made for drifting. Now, I don't know a lot about these RC cars, so I could probably upgrade the wheels and then turn it more into just like a regular racer. From what the guy at the hobby store told me, this is actually 4-wheel drive, which he said is really good for drifting cars. Oh, here we go, and again, I'm still getting the hang of it, so don't judge me on my driving skills. I mean, other than that, there's really not too much more I can really add to this video, only because I don't really know too much about these cars. I mean, I wish I could give you a breakdown of like, you know, the chassis and all the components, you know, as far as what's actually in here so that you guys could possibly build one of your own, but I don't know anything about these cars. So if you have information, please feel free to leave those down below in the comments so I can read them and gain a little bit more insight on this new hobby of mine. This might be the only thing I actually buy just because I already have too many other things going on right now, but this is kind of just more of a fun thing that I can take to XB meets, kind of drive around in the parking lot and kind of show people, you know, it's pretty cool. I think it's neat. So if you like the video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and also don't forget to hit the bell so you get notified every time we put out a new video. All right, and until next time, guys, see ya.